Welcome to HAESINDANG Park, also known as the Penis Park. It is a park located on the East Coast, South Korea, in a city called Samchuk, about 20 kilometers south of Chamchuk in Gangwon Province. The park is noted for its number of phallic statues. The collection created by Korean artists is on display in the form of hanging arrangement to 3-meter tall trunks of food for joy, spirituality, and sexuality. A small folk museum titled Village Folk Museum has exhibits of arts objects on the sex iconography over ages in the different cultures, shamanic rituals, and also the history of the Korean fishing community. HAESINDANG Park is a tragic in origin. A young couple madly in love and soon to be wed was split by tragedy when the high tide overtook the woman in a view of her fiancé on the shore. The next day, the number of fish caught dwindled, and the following day, they dried up. The townspeople were said to be cursed and wondered what to do. That is until a local fisherman relieved himself in the sea. The sea returned, and men of the town took note. Thus, statues were constructed and placed in view of the shore. HAESINDANG Park in the South Korea is one of the widest parks you have ever seen. It is all about the phallic statues in the different kinds of shapes: small, large, thick, thin, straight, crooked, and in total, you will find 300 penises. Here were which placed to satisfy the fish in the nearby sea. Oh, that's so many. Oh, that does sound like a completely weird story, right? Well, it is. So, why is there a penis park? A surprise followed when a luxurious young man decided to spread his body fluids in the beautiful South Korean waters. This was the moment the fish had been waiting for. They quickly returned to the sea near the village, and the inhabitants were incredibly happy out of joy. They decided to build a penis park. The penis park, which we know as the HAESINDANG Park, opened its door in 2007. It started with a sculpture competition, and it's a large amount of these statues ended up in the newly designed park. And until today, fish still swim in the sea near the local village of Sinam. The mission is accomplished. What to do and see in the penis park? A visit to penis park will not take much longer than 2 hours. After all, it's more about seeing the statues than really learn something from them. But a visit to HAESINDANG Park also gives access to the Fish Folk Museum, a museum full of folklore and more penises. It's about traditional clothes, the history of the village, and information about the legend of HAESINDANG. The fishing village of Sinam doesn't have much else to offer, consists of a few houses, and after a walk in the park, you will leave for the next destination in the South Korea. 5 facts and inspiration of the penis park. Are you curious about the penis? Here you will find some pictures and 5 funny facts about the penis and his history. Yes, even the penis has its own history. First fact. Did you know that the scientific research has known that our distant ancestors had spine on their penis that sound painful, but it's normal things for some species like the chimpanzee? Why this change has not researched, but it will have something to do with the evolution of the human. Facts 2. Every year of the first Sunday of April, the Festival of Still Follows takes place in Kawasaki, Japan, and it's called the Kanamara Matsuri. For 2022, festival will be on April 4. And fact 3, according to the map of the penis size by country, men, Ecuador have the biggest penis. The average size of all the countries is around 13.58 centimeter. Fact 4, did you know about the Napoleon died in 1821? His penis was cut off and is still in the hands, well, figuratively, of the family in the United States. Although you won't recognize it as a human part, but it's really true, where it was cut off after his death. Fact 5. The Erotica Museum, the St. Petersburg, claimed to be possession of Rasputin's stick. Rasputin was a faith healer who was murdered in 1916. His influence of the Russian politics, his member is on display in a pickle jar and ran hefty 28 centimeters and thick. The practical information about the HAESINDANG Park in South Korea. Have you become enthusiastic, and do you really think a visit to the penis park in South Korea should not be missed? In my opinion, it's fun and nice to stay here if you have time on your nearby. That's it. How do you get to the HAESINDANG Park? The best way to get to the penis park is by the rental car. You can easily drive there and leave again when you have seen all the 300 penis statues. Another option is by bus, but this usually runs once and after an hour. Bus 24 leaves from the bus station of Samchok and takes about 45 minutes. So don't forget to inform that the bus driver you want to go to the HAESINDANG Park. He will let you out at the top of the park and then will save you a climb up entrance, so the pass code is 3,000 won, or equivalent of 2.50 cents of US dollar. Opening hours, the HAESINDANG Park is open from March to October from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. From November to February, the penis park is open to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I hope you like it, enjoy watching, and thank you for watching. Bye.